Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, August 4, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, BTL votes 8-2 in support of smart acquisition. Social partner and UDP senators, except church senators, stage walkout over BTL vote. And Belize wins bronze in basketball at Central American and Caribbean Games. We take a first break and return with the news in detail.
I'm a licensed electrician for 15 years. Safety is always an electrician #1 priority. I shop at Benny's. Benny's give me high quality, durable material. Cheaper doesn't mean safety. Cheaper means danger. When I think about safety, I think about Benny's. Remember, at Benny's, quality is saving.
Savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. And savings. See you at the store.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
If you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to
go into STEAM careers, and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this, like this festival, is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Belize Telemedia Limited's board of directors this morning voted 8-2 in favor of acquiring SpeedNet Smart. Those 2 no votes came from 2 of 3 Social Security Board directors, Alan Pollard and Anissa Perdomo. However, the 3rd SSB director, Arturo Lizarraga, voted yes, along with the government directors and Eric UC, who represents the minority shareholders of BTL. The government directors are government CEOs Narda Garcia and Jose Urbina, Marilyn Young, Deputy Board Chairman Jorge Espat, and Moises Cal. We are told that Chairman Markelm Lizarraga chaired the meeting virtually. The meeting took place at the BTL headquarters off St. Thomas Street in Belize City. When we arrived, we found Ella Waite, president of the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, expressing her discontent. The meeting was just concluding, but it would take some time before word was received that the board had voted yes, and it was not until after 2 p.m. that BTL put out both a statement and an employee bulletin explaining the benefits of the proposed acquisition. Waite explained why she chose to go out.
We are out here not to protest, not to demonstrate, but to register that NTUCB from the get-go had said, let us do legitimate consultation from the public, not a group of stakeholders, not from members of the People's United Party, but from the public, from media, from consumers, from everyone who has a stake in our BTL. That was not done. We had asked that there be another audit, one that is not only for 1 year, because who can assess a company for 1 year? That was not completed. So we are very angry at this point. We cannot understand why the rush again when we had written last week saying we wrote to BTL chair last week. NTUCB wrote and said we are still at a position where we do not support the acquisition. Yet the meeting was held today. We understand Friday that our members from NTUCB that are directors of SSB had made a presentation as to why NTUCB does not support the acquisition. A great presentation to say that the workers of this country who invest in SSB do not feel it that we are at the point to support the acquisition of Smart. We tried to get a meeting with the PUC. They didn't even answer us. They did not even answer the National Trade Union Congress of Belize for a meeting. Maybe that would have helped for us to understand why such an acquisition should happen. We asked for a meeting with the employees. We represent workers. We asked for a meeting with the employees of Smart. Not even a response from them. Total rejection. So where are the answers? We don't have the answers. So what we want today is for them, I think most of them have left, but for them to come back and give the Belizean people why the vote had to happen today. Tell us why the vote had to happen today and how it went. We deserve to know that.
For the very first time, the president of the Belize Communication Workers Union, Jermaine Williams, came out to express discontent as well.
From yesterday, I had inside information that a meeting was going to be held today. So this morning, when I saw the security lining up the cones and stuff like that, I noticed that it is going to happen. When I saw that, I mentioned it to a couple of NTUCB personnel, and I get the information that the voting did take place already, and the board have already voted on it.
Do you know how they voted? Because we're still waiting to hear.
No, I don't know how they voted or how the vote went, but that's for them to answer when they come out here and face the media, no?
Are they still inside?
No, it's not.
I don't think they're still inside. I think they already went. But to say this is that we're going through the same scenario whereby we went through ENL, that these people went and purchased ENL for a price, and they still can't basically show the price or show any type of, evidence of what they actually paid for ENL. A&L, sorry.
I'm trying to recall on the previous occasions when there was action against a meeting like this that was supposed to happen. Were you this visible out front?
Well, no, I can't say I was.
What changed today?
But what changed today is that when we actually had a vote, it wasn't the membership only that voted. It was the entire general staff that voted. But of course, other information came out whereby it shows that the value of SMART doesn't match up with what was presented to us by saying $40 million when in capital, and it's only showing $15 million, right? So it's just that figures. I might be near there with the figures, but however, that's what it was showing, right? So this is where we continue to make a stand moving forward and to see how we could actually put a stop to this.
So you all took a second vote or got a different consensus?
No, it wasn't a second vote. It was just to say that what the staff voted on, the employees voted on, does not reflect what the union actually would stand for.
And so now seeing those numbers that you find questionable, what will the staff be willing to do going forward if it is that the vote today was yes?
Well, it's for me to go back to our membership and to see what action we will take. But for any board of directors or any management to say that BCWU is agreeing with whatever is happening, we outright dismiss that.
We asked the PSU president, Dean Flowers, if he considers the acquisition a done deal, despite the fact that the Public Utilities Commission, PUC, must approve the transaction.
When you appoint committees, boards, and they're all political appointees, it is a done deal. When the Social Security Board decided that they will not issue a no objection, which demonstrates the kind of spineless individual who now comprise that board, instead of issuing an affirmative no, they said we'll show our spinelessness and we'll issue a no objection because we do not dare challenge the cabal leader. Then what occurs? You reconstitute that board so you could get your no objection.
In January, February, thereabout, when they were supposed to take that first vote, what was the position of the membership of the PSU?
The membership of the PSU has always been consistent with the position of the NTUCB. We hold 6 delegates at the Congress, and so along with the BNTU, we have the largest delegate listing there. And our position has consistently been we cannot support the enrichment of the Briceño family and the continued fleecing of the Belizean people by Ashcroft to acquire a failed speed net. We've said that, we maintain that, and this in people's eyes might be a done deal. But I maintain that the power lies with the Belizean people.
And do you think the PSU members are ready to take to the streets over this?
Well, we have to meet now as a council and we have to make the call to our membership.
Mesopotamia Area Rep Honorable Lee Mark Chang arrived shortly after and joined the union members. UDP leader Honorable Tracy Panton came thereafter with a small crowd. Panton shared that they had a previously scheduled meeting with the NTUCB where they expect the matter will be addressed for future action.
In my view, they continue to betray the people of this country, continue to act in the best interest of a connected few, continue to not hold themselves to the gold standard of transparency and accountability that they passed a motion in the National Assembly for. And it is important that the Belizean people know that we will continue, if it's how many of us come out, we will continue to stand up for what is right, what is fair, and what is just.
When do you organize to do more?
Well, we're waiting for the official decision. I have a meeting scheduled with the unions for the 6th of this month or next week, later this week. The meeting was already set up for us to talk about where we can have mutual collaboration, and certainly this is going to be one of the issues that we are going to be discussing at that meeting on the 6th.
Why do you think that BTL went ahead to have this vote, notwithstanding that it requires PUC approval?
because they simply don't care. The UDP met with the PUC in a session between ourselves, and we reported very clearly what our position was, what our concerns were, and we asked for more information that could have been provided after the consultation was completed, and that information has not been forthcoming, and here we are today.
Panton subsequently told Creme News XTV that they will seek to bring up the meeting date. On a side note, Cherie Smiling Craig, the chairperson of Social Security Board, on Monday evening told Creme News XTV that at their meeting Friday, the board provided guidance to its directors on the BTL board on the proposed acquisition after a thorough review of the facts. Sources initially indicated that the SSB would deliberate on the matter. Smiling Craig said their primary responsibility is safeguarding the board's investment in BTL. She added that additional information will be provided in an official statement. This afternoon, the UDP and social partner senators, except the church senator, and walked out of the Senate and protests of the BTL vote. As lead opposition Senator Patrick Faber was explaining their decision, his mic was cut and the Senate president suspended the meeting. Church Senator Louis Wade has stood with the other social partner senators in opposing the proposed BTL acquisition of SpeedNet Smart. However, today he did not join the walkout from the Senate. Wade explained that while he, as the owner of a media house, stands to be directly and negatively impacted by the creation of a monopoly, he did not believe a walkout was not the appropriate measure at this time.
I know that for the years, even prior to my presence here, philosophically, I believe that leaders have a responsibility to speak on every matter as they arise. And I do intend at the proper time and in the proper circumstances to speak on the matter of the acquisition or the pending or the proposed or the voted on or the process. What is before us is, of course, the Caribbean Community Amendment Act, and we just came out of the information session. But even if unrecorded or struck from record, I stand to lose more than anyone in this chamber, whether present or absent, from what the government seeks to do in recreating a monopoly in communications. And so, at the proper time, what shall be done may even be more effective than walking out. But for now, the people's business must precede mine. And so, having clarifications as it relates to the clauses in relation to the Caribbean Community Amendment Act, I do intend to support this bill as it seeks to continue the unification of the process. But again, let me make it distinctly clear to this government that, in my opinion, it loses its mandate when it does not become the servant of the people. Thank you.
It may not have been the medals for the team Belize was hoping for, but the team walked onto the court in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic on Monday evening, determined to defeat our neighbors to the north, Mexico, in the bronze medal match for basketball at the 2026 Central American and Caribbean Games. The score was close for most of the game, with the teams taking turns capturing the lead. Belize took a narrow 36-33 lead into halftime. And the third quarter, the back-and-forth led changes continued, and the game headed into the fourth quarter with Belize holding on to a slim 54-52 lead. However, Belize began to pull away and eventually secured an 80-70 victory and the bronze medal. Belize was led by Josiah Mosley, who contributed 27 points, 14 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block, and Ian Parham, who contributed 15 points, 8 assists with only 1 turnover, 1 rebound, and 1 steal. Puerto Rico defeated the Dominican Republic 94-75 to claim the gold medal. After the break, one man is dead and another was found safe after both were reported missing at sea. Stay with us.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Hello, Belize. If you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G. That the man would tell you for party top. That the man would turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man would tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man would tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man one lady pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9. Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chatamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you give the man the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede. Hyper stage sounds and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
In its release and employee bulletin this afternoon, Belize Telemedia Limited informed that the board, with the support of senior management, had approved the proposed purchase of 100% of the issued share capital of SpeedNet Smart. It further noted that the buyout is subject to, quote, the satisfactory completion of continued due diligence and the negotiation of appropriate representations, warranties, and other contractual protections for BTL as the buyer. Once negotiations advance to the definitive agreement stage, the share purchase agreement will be submitted to the board for separate review and final approval before execution, end quote. It emphasized that the buyout will not require BTL to obtain a loan or any additional investment from SSB, as the purchase will be repaid from SpeedNet's own operating cash flows. BTL stated, quote, based on current projections, the investment of $80 million has an estimated payback period of approximately 4.2 years on a discounted basis, end quote. We now take you to Belmopan, where Honorable Patrick Faber, the lead opposition senator, saw his mic cut as he tried to explain in the upper chamber of Parliament why they were walking out in objection to BTL's board vote this morning.
Running down the church of the Belizean people as we speak. This is smart acquisition. We are against that acquisition, Madam President. The Belizean people are against it, Madam President, and we expect that we will be heard. Madam President, we will not stand here. We will not stand here and behave like it is business as usual in this honorable chamber. We will not continue to behave like it's business as usual while we prostitute ourselves, Madam President, by taking on a project that we don't know is correct. The Belizean people don't want it. The Belizean people don't want it. I am speaking for myself and for thousands of other Belizeans who don't have a voice, who are running this from the show. And we can't have that, Madam President. We have made our position known to Ms. Gideon, and we're hoping that you're genuine in terms of honoring what contributions we made and that they can see their way into whatever amendments you put in the committee of the whole. But we will not continue to sit here and behave like it's business as usual.
In other news, a search and rescue effort was launched after two men were reported missing at sea on Sunday. The missing men were Albert Vaccaro and Samuel Chi. On Monday afternoon, it was reported that Vaccaro was found safe, with Chi still missing. Reports emerged this morning that the lifeless body of Chi was discovered by the Belize Coast Guard. On Monday, before Vaccaro was found, ASP Stacy Smith provided an update on the search, which was a collaboration between the Coast Guard and the police. Pastor Victor Hernandez, who also goes by the surname Wagner, a senior religious figure in Toledo and former president of the National Evangelical Association of Belize, has been found guilty of 2 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The verdict was delivered in Punta Gorda by Justice Antoinette Moore following a trial concerning offenses committed against a 35-year-old woman in 2024. During proceedings, the court heard that the victim faced threats prior to coming forward to report the crimes. Her emotional testimony during the trial prompted a brief adjournment, but Justice Moore ultimately ruled her testimony credible, leading to Hernandez's conviction. The 67-year-old pastor, who recently suffered a stroke, was represented in court by defense counsel Leslie Hamilton, while Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions Javier Chan prosecuted the case. Hernandez has been remanded to custody and is scheduled to be sentenced in 1 week. Under Belizean law, he faces a minimum penalty of 8 years in prison. Police are investigating a Monday night shooting on Collins Boulevard in San Ignacio, Cayo that left a 30-year-old man, Carlton McCoy, and a 5-year-old child injured. At approximately 7:40 p.m. on Monday, officers responded to reports of gunfire in the area. Upon arrival, police found McCoy lying on the ground suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Officers were also alerted that a 5-year-old student had been caught in the gunfire. Initial findings indicate that McCoy was driving along Collins Boulevard when occupants of a parked vehicle opened fire. The 5-year-old boy was walking home alone, that's along nearby Bullet Tree Road, with his mother when he was struck by a bullet. Both victims were rushed to the San Ignacio Community Hospital for emergency care, and the young boy was later transferred to the KHMH for further treatment. Both McCoy and the minor are currently listed in stable condition. After the break, Belize Police Department issues alert over fraudulent traffic fine text scam. Stay tuned.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch ignition. GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, colder in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you choose. All in one place, Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go! From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up. Watch your dream home grow. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place.
Design Depot. All in one place.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bowl, the beaches, the Jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
As a sheetrock installer for Decor Construction, I know the job is only as good as the materials I use. Using inferior products can lead to more waste, weak core integrity, sagging, and more time fixing the problem instead of finishing the job right. And that's why I trust USG Drywall, Ply-Sem, and base screws from Venice, because quality is savings.
Quality is savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100 key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G. Who's that guy rolling the band? That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But they're not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crowning. We get him on the crown. What you got to say? No! Just the hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch ignition. GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, colder in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you choose. All in one place. Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go. From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up. Watch your dream home grow. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place.
Design Depot. All in one place.
The 4 independent senators issued a joint statement this afternoon on BTL's Board of Directors' vote to acquire SpeedNet Smart. Again, they raised serious concerns about the proposed acquisition. They stated that they remained aligned with the Business Chamber, the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, and the opposition that, quote, there has been no substantive information provided to address concerns raised of the legality, competition, and valuation independence in relation to this proposed acquisition, end quote. They reiterated that any move toward a monopoly would be regressive and contrary to Section 42, subsection of the Belize Telecommunications Act. They called on the Public Utilities Commission to address concerns about the proposed change in shareholding, noting that a sale executed on a questionable timeline, quote, solely to evade a conflict of interest or legal claim may bring the validity of the sale into question, end quote. The senators said they remain unified in demanding, quote, full transparency, the protection of public interest, and in challenging any decision that runs afoul of the spirit and letter of the laws of Belize, end quote. The Belize Police Department issued a warning regarding a fraudulent traffic violation scam currently circulating via text messages and online platforms. These scam messages falsely claim to originate from the department, alleging the recipient committed a traffic offense and demanding payment through an embedded website link. To coerce victims, the notices threaten legal action, additional penalties, or driver's license suspensions if payment is not made promptly. In a release, the department clarified it does not issue traffic fines or request payments through unsolicited text messages, warning that cyber criminals use fake websites designed to mimic official government portals to deceive the public into giving up personal and financial details. The department advises everyone not to click on embedded links, make any payments, or provide sensitive information. Citizens should verify any traffic-related notices through official government channels and report suspicious activity to law enforcement. An active investigation is underway to identify those responsible and shut down the fraudulent website. The Statistical Institute of Belize, SIB, revealed last week that for June 2026, the inflation rate was at 4.6% when compared to June of 2025. The Consumer Price Index, CPI, indicates how prices consumers pay for goods and services change over time relative to a base period. The inflation rate is the percentage change in the CPI between two specific periods. According to SIB, the transport category remained the largest contributor to overall inflation, a position it has held since March 2026. This category, together with food and non-alcoholic beverages and housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels, accounted for just over 3/4 of the overall increase in consumer prices for the month. In contrast, insurance and financial services was the only category that did not see an increase, remaining virtually unchanged compared to last June. SIB reports that prices within the transport category were 13.6% higher than they were in June of last year, mainly driven by increases across all types of motor vehicle fuels. Diesel recorded the largest increase, with the average price per gallon rising by $3.91 from $11.42 in June 2025 to $15.33 in June 2026. Premium gasoline was up by $2.33 from $13.21 to $15.55 per gallon, while regular gasoline rose by $2.22 from $11.56 in June of last year to $13.78 per gallon in June of this year. Additionally, costs for passenger transport services were up by 15.5%, primarily reflecting higher bus and taxi fares as well as increased international airfares. Among the municipalities, San Ignacio and Santa Elena Cayo saw the largest increase in consumer prices, with an inflation rate of 6.0% in June 2026 when compared to the same month in 2025. Consumers in these communities experienced above-average price increases across a wide range of goods and services, including passenger transport services, grocery items such as bread and bakery products, brown and white sugar, vegetables, dairy products and purified water, electricity and rent, medical services, restaurant and cafe services, clothing and footwear for both males and females, and cigarettes. Meanwhile, San Pedro and Burgess Key recorded the smallest increase in consumer prices during the month, with an inflation rate of 3.4%. The Belize Police Department is honoring Inspector Esther Cal, who recently returned from Guyana after completing the Junior Officers Course number 1 of 2026. Inspector Cal, who is the Deputy Commander of the Mobile Interdiction Unit, was named the valedictorian and also received co-honors for the Best Academic Paper. ASP Stacy Smith shared more information on Monday. And Alpha Fitness Gym, located in Corozal Town, hosted its first fitness camp for kids. It was free for children ages 5 to 12 who were split into 3 groups based on age and height. Ronnie Romero, owner of Alpha Fitness Gym, shared more info on the activities the children participated in.
Well, for the first time in our gym, in the Alpha Fitness Gym, we decided to do a 1-week summer camp for the kids here in Corozal, right? So in our gym, we have a committee, people that compete in our gym. Like, for example, in the MMA, we have athletes that compete, and then we have bodybuilders that compete too in our gym, and we usually do fundraiser for them. We came together with our family and the gym committee to do a 1-week summer camp for the kids in Corozal. We had the mixed martial art with Mr. Juan Card. He's a well-known trainer, coach for the MMA. And we invited him. He came away from Cayo. He came to Corozal to do the 1-week summer camp with the kids. And also we had a Coast Guard, Mr. Manuel Yuitz. He's a Coast Guard. And Miss Emily Tracy, she actually reached out to us and volunteered to help us in the swimming pool class that we had, no? And then a lot of members of our gym help us in because we had 3 activities. We had the MMA, which is the mixed martial arts. We had the swimming pool activities, and then we had gym activities too. When we decided to open this camp for 1 week, for the first time this year, we decided that we wanted to have 30 kids, right? And then we posted on our page, and in 1 day, like we had the application full, like for the 30 kids, like in 1 day we had it full, right? So we decided to say, okay, because more people are reaching out, more parents are reaching out to us. So we said, let's do it 40, and we end up with 45 kids.
Romero explained that volunteers organized and ran the camp, and he hopes to return next year with an even bigger camp for the kids.
We had Miss Canaima Dominguez. She reaches out to us with some stuff, and Mr. Harry, Mr. Roberto, we had Mr. Williams, and also we had a lot of people from the gym that reaches us out with some water and stuff like that. No, so I like to give a really huge thanks to our coaches, right? To Mr. Juan Card. He's the MMA coach. He and my son Rommel that compete too in the MMA. And then I like to big up Miss Zaidi Veos and Sky Sean. They are the one that in the pool, they do little Zumba and stuff like that, And also Miss Emily Tracy, she was working along with Mr. Manuel. He's from the Coast Guard to teach the kids to swim and to learn to defend themselves in the water, right? And then also we had some other members of the gym like Miss Nia Dominguez, we had Catherine, we had Miss Veronica, we have Miss Gia Ewin, and also Chloe Veos, right? And also want to give thanks to my committee, our committee in the Alpha Gym, because we have a committee in the gym that I tell you that we always doing fundraiser, and then the community of Corozal always support us, right? So we have a committee, and the committee put in a lot in this too to organize it, right? Along with me and along with my wife and me, right? And my family.
Romero shared more information on Alpha Fitness Gym and explained that the gym offers discounts to students and senior citizens.
Our gym is located right here in the Corozal town. We are at number 3 3rd Street North, and we are next to the immigration office. And our fees is like $85 for the month. It's general public, and then we have a special fee for the students. It's $65, and then we also, if you are a golden citizen, like for the older people, we go $50 for the month, and we offer we have a newly built swimming pool, so we will include that soon in the member for the gym, but that will be an extra cost, right? But for now, it's like $85 for the general public. And our opening hours are from 5:30, and we run way up to 9 o'clock in the night. From Monday to Friday, and then Saturday we just open half day.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. Who's that guy rolling the back? That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing.
I man want lay the pipe. One man.
We the tell you about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to match it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kelako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crowning. Will you get him on the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede. Hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.